Yo, what's up guys, this is Happy Now with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and on this video I'm going to show you the Berserker Power Mirage Mesmer video. That was like a really long name. I was thinking about DPS Mesmer, not just the Cancer Condi Mirage, so I just went ahead and just tried out a Berserker Amulet Mesmer, full DPS, max damage, and I just came up to this build. I don't know if it is so viable. I guess pro mesmers could even use this on ranked arena and stuff, but for today I'm just gonna try it out. I had one game with this build, so this will be my second game with it, and my main goal just will be to play a little bit passive to keep the distance and then just burst down enemies from the distance. That will be my main goal. So on the greatsword I'm using the Sigil of Exploitation for the extra damage against enemies under 50% HP, and the Sigil of Agility to have the 2 seconds quickness and an additional 5 seconds of swiftness, which is really nice to have. On the sword torch I'm going to use the Sigil of Annulment and Sigil of Energy, just because Sigil of Annulment works pretty nice if we go on your sword and use Blurred Frenzy immediately. Which means we will not just block, but deal also heavy damage while we remove 2 boons from the enemy. Rune of the Pack is just there to have the 53% critical hit chance, a little mix of power and precision, plus when we have Fury we'll have additional crit chance, so therefore I just use this one. The Berserker Amulet can be replaced of course for the Marauder Amulet. You will trade a little bit of damage for more survivability by having more HP. And for the build, Dueling, Illusions and Mirage. Basically you can go even a little bit stronger without illusions, but this is like the build that I recommend for beginners. Dueling, we go with your Phantasms have Fury. This is just there because your Phantasm here, Phantasmal Mage 5, and the Phantasm Berserker will deal heavy damage, and those two are a good damage source here. By the way, gain vigor when delivering a critical hit. Illusions inflict bleeding on critical hits. This is just nice to have. And then I'm using gain a stacking ferocity effect when you or one of your illusions strike with a one-handed sword or a spear. Reduce recharge on sword and spear skills. This means when we use the sword 3 we will get this, and then of course when we auto attack and do Blurred Frenzy. The next one here is gain fury when you strike an enemy whose health is below the threshold. This will be every 5 seconds, which means we will have most of the times fury when we hit an enemy under 75% HP. You can see this fury duration 5 seconds, and the CD of the skill is 5 seconds. Superiority complex. Your critical hits deal more damage. Critical hit damage against disabled foes or foes below the health threshold is further increased. Critical damage increased by 15% and bonus critical damage increased by 10%, which means a 25% damage bonus. Pretty nice here against disabled foes. Therefore, because I'm using this trait, we can also remove portal, but I was just how to say it, showing you the with more mobility portal, but I can also just show you here with the mantra to daze the enemies and get the additional damage bonus. Now the next is illusions. The pledge, reduce recharge on torch skills. Flame burst from torch skills inflict additional burning. This is just nice to have because it will reduce the cooldown on your torch skills, plus they will remove each one condition 1 and 2. This is important, or only, no, they remove the condi remove. Okay, so it makes not so much sense. The clone, it transfers its boons to you. Let's see, destroy all your clones, damaging nearby foes. The shatter effect also occurs. Okay, this will be nice for us, so I can go for this. I thought the torch skills will be a little bit more effective with the condi removal, but we don't really need it. So we can go Shatter Storm and we can just activate it twice, have the more frequent vigor, and of course it will shatter on ourselves as well, so we will deal multiple damage when we shatter our clones, plus when we are near the enemy we will also deal additional damage. Then the next is Phantasm spawns with quickness. Gain quickness when you create a phantasm, which is also applied to us when we do apply some shatters, some clones. And then we have Master of Fragmentation. Our shatter skills are stronger. Mind Break increased critical hit chance, cripples foes. Diversion has strikes up to 5 targets. Distortion reflects projectiles. Pretty nice to have. Okay, so Forest of Niflhel, a good map to try and steal the enemy beasts. And the enemies have double Revenant. This is good for us, but it is also a little bit dangerous. We have to play it really safe. On Mirage, I'm using Renewing Oasis. Gain regeneration when you gain Mirage Cloak. The duration of incoming damage conditions is reduced while you are regenerating, which means condition duration has a reduced cooldown when we have regeneration. Shatter skills gain vigor. Reformed Mirage Mirror. Your shattered illusions reform into a mirror. Touching the mirror shatters it, granting Mirage Cloak to you and weakening foes, which is pretty nice to weaken enemies and just to have an additional Mirage Cloak. Elusive Mind. Dodging breaks stun and removes conditions. If you break a stun in this manner, you will be left exhaust for 3 seconds, which is pretty nice. When it applies every time we dodge, we will stun break. Okay, against this comp it will be good to have Portal to get away from the Revenants, but we're just gonna try out with the mantra to see how strong the trait here is. Superior Complex. But this one here was also a nice choice if you just know how to use your Illusionary Wave when you do this, and then immediately Greatsword 2 you can deal heavy damage while the enemies knock back. And normally as a mesmer you can go far, but against this comp it makes not so much sense because they have 2 threats that can chase you, and if this guy's a Hammer Guardian, a third one, plus the mesmer here will also be a dangerous to play. But let's see, is this guy, if this guy would have stealthed me we could have gone far, but not like this. We can dodge, use sword, dodge again, use sword, and here we go. We can just check out here while walking if an enemy is trying to cross. This guy wants to stealth us. Pretty nice move. I'm a little bit too afraid to go in. Let's just go ahead. Who's on fire? It's their mesmer and he's playing the Condi Cancer build. This guy has stability. Now he has no stability. Now we just can remove this. Try to stun him. Now I need to run away. The warrior is just joining me here. And we just have him. You can see it here how powerful this build is. What? I just need to run away. Stealth up myself so he can't port on me. And my team is just a little bit too lazy here. We interrupt this guy. Shatter him. Immobilize him. And he's dead. Interrupting the what's the name of this guy? Let's go for the next guy, and you can see the damage output is pretty high. We can just distort so they can't interrupt us there. I have to activate my mantra for a second. Interrupting him, and he should die here. I can use my healing skill, and now it is a little bit dangerous My ally on far is dead. So we have to be careful. I have to be careful against the... interrupting him. I guess I was not able to get the beast, but at least I was able to survive here a little bit long enough. And so I can go ahead for the next revenant, I guess, if this revenant is not coming far. Mid should be lost because we are less players on mid. And I can see this build now somehow really good working. I can see it working, but my team should not die all mid. This is a huge mistake that my team is doing, and now the enemies will decap our close. And what I just have to do here is just to try and go up here and just attack this guy by a little bit. I don't know where he is. And we just destroyed this guy, pretty nice. Dodging a little bit. We interrupted this guy. And I have to go out of this. Oh my god. The other revenant joined me as well. This is the problem that I was mentioning. We just have the, or better said, I just have the 15k HP. My team is doing a little bit bad because they just take a lot too much time, and the warrior should not do the beast. I don't know why he's doing the beast. He took so long. I need to be careful now. My team is meanwhile losing mid because they are fighting the firebrand, which also makes not so much sense. And here we go, I have to fight this guy now. Your enemy took the mine. I was not able to get away from there. Uh-oh, I just failed. That was my mistake. I just failed this one here. But at least we have two players and the firebrand on far, which should be a win-win situation for my team, but my team is still a little bit too slow activating the mantra. I just want to go far. The other guy will get, I don't know, should I focus this guy? I just go for the decap here. I will get the decap and then I should just run mid again, because if we are able to get the revenant kill here, we can do a little bit of work. He got that, nice. Okay, my allies are just too slow. The mesmer will be chasing me here as well. The keep's been lost. You've seized the hen. This guy will be running away. Wow, and I'm just not able to see anything here. No, I just killed him. Oh my god. I'm just out playing hardcore those people. And we can shatter here, getting the double shatter attack. And we have the stacking ferocity bonus, which is pretty nice. So here we go with the next guy. He will dodge that. He just stun break out of this. I stealthed up and they just got me. Damn it. But my team is too slow, you see this? My team is again on the beast and 3 players are just AFKing here. This warrior is completely AFKing. I don't know why he's doing this. I have no idea why this guy's AFKing there, but it could make us lose here. This guy wants not to win. So we are basically here on a... Okay, finally my thief doing a great job here. And I just try here to hold off this guy. The revenant might join me. He's joining. Okay, they just used the portal. So that this guy is not able to attack me. I'm stealthing up again. Oh my god, he just got me for 1 second. So close to get it. But at least I was able to beat him once. Oh my god. Did my clone just hit it for almost 9k? But look, you see this, we were 4v5. Normally we should have middle now, and we could easily go for far, but you see this now, they will have struggling. We will lose close. We will lose close. Far is also not our point. The firebrand is here, so I have to go far. Better said, we have to do the beast here. Yes. This is a nice one. No, they got it. Okay, but you can see this. They were all teamed up, so against randoms. Close one, close one. I know it was not my best mesmer gameplay or something like that, but you can see revives and kills. Kills, something good, but the thief should have been a little bit more mobile, which means he should have decapped a little bit more. Plus he could have also helped me out numbering a little bit more. They just wasted a little bit too much time, and of course here on the last seconds the warrior ruining the game for no real reason. But yeah, you can't do it. You can't do anything about that because people just play it like, I don't know, casual. They don't care if they win a game or lose. They just play it. So one more time to the build, because I wasn't able to show you the entire build here. Reformed Mirage Mirror. Your shattered illusions reform into a mirror. Touching the mirror shatters it, granting Mirage Cloak to you and weakening foes. Illusions shattered by distortion become Mirage Mirrors. Ambush skills become available for a short time whenever you grant distortion to yourself. This one means that when we use distortion, our shatters, our clones will get Mirage Cloaked, and you can just go to the Mirage, how to say it, to the Mirage mirror. Yes, I'm searching for the word mirror. To the Mirage mirror, and you will get here a second evade incoming attacks Mirage Cloak, plus you will be able to use your ambush attack. The others make just not so much sense. Maybe gain protection when Mirage Cloak ends, but the protection duration is not so high. And then the next tier, Elusive Mind, is just the stun break and the condi removal, which you have. Gain super speed when you gain Mirage Cloak. This is also a nice little bonus. So what is the build all about? It is about shattering and dealing heavy damage. So your main damage source will be F1 Mind Break, Blurred Frenzy, evading attack and dealing heavy damage, Phantasmal Berserker, and Mirror Blade. Those 1, 2, 3, 4 will be your main damage source, and of course Phantasmal Mirage will also deal enough damage. Then your healing skill will be just here Mirage Mirror, False Oasis, which means it is a deception skill. Create a mirage at your current location and heal over time when the mirage expires. It spawns a Mirage Mirror, which means you will get healed by 1.6k, and it has a 5 pulses. Mirage duration, I don't know, this is not right. Normally you get somewhere about 5 or 6k healing with this, but yeah. And plus you will get here this Mirage Mirror, which you will see here. You will get healed as long as you have this, and then you can just attack, dodge, attack again. For the utility skills, I'm using here Blink, the best skill for mesmers, which is a nice little stun break, which gives you a 1.2k range port here, as you can see it here. You can use this skill to go everywhere you want, to port on high ground, to port down and stuff like that, and to just retreat from battle. The best skill here, Blink. Then you can either choose for Mantra of Distraction to daze your enemies, and by dazing you can just not just interrupt the enemies from using healing skill, elite, or while they stomp someone or revive. You also just have the damage boost here against enemies under 50% HP. Yeah, it is nice to have, and will deal also heavy damage. Plus, don't forget superiority complex is not just when you do the stunts and stuff, but it is also when your allies stun enemies. It will be also granted the damage bonus to you. And then the next one is Signet of Midnight, improve condition duration, blind nearby foes and stealth yourself. This is just a nice little lifesaver, I will say, Signet of Midnight, because it will blind the enemy plus stealth you for 2 seconds, and it is a stun break, which is pretty nice. Otherwise, if you don't want to use it, you can either go for some condi removal here, send conditions you have to your foe and steal their boons. This is also something pretty nice and can be used in PvP pretty good. Especially to give you an example against the enemy Reaper, or no, it was the Scourge. When he granted himself stability, I could have removed the stability, better said steal from him, get him 3 conditions, slow him, and grant myself quickness. Plus, this is an unblockable attack, which means he had no chance to avoid this only by dodging. So I could have done this, stun him, Greatsword 2, Greatsword 4, and immediately finish him off. This is also some really valid option. Now why I'm using Signet of Midnight is just for survivability reasons, but you can remove it. And of course, if you don't like this skill, but it is pretty nice, especially with the quickness combo here, you can also just go with the mantra to remove conditions. It will remove 2 or even 3 conditions at once. Plus you can have the last one will remove 13 conditions, I guess. Otherwise, what you can do is also here decoy to have the 3 seconds stealth plus stun break, but it takes a little bit too much time. The CD is too long. And Phantasmal Disenchantment was also nice, but I'm not so sure if it is still so nice. It will deal heavy damage. But otherwise, just go for Portal. Portal, you will never do something wrong with that. You can just escape, let your team get recaps and stuff like that. So pretty strong. And yeah, the elite skill Jaunt is just there to apply a little bit of confusion and to give you a little bit more mobility, which you can play around here by trolling the enemy. And that's basically it. On the sword we have Sword and Torch. Torch to just stealth yourself up and to ambush then enemies from stealth or to just run away. And Phantasmal Mage deals heavy damage, plus it will also daze the enemy. And on your Greatsword, Mirror Blade dealing heavy damage. You have to be close to your enemy because Mirror Blade will just bounce back and forth, so it can hit the enemy twice or even I don't know how many times, but they can hit multiple times. Plus, what is important to notice is mindcrack will also shatter on you as well, not just on your clones but on you as well, which means if you have 3 clones and you shatter, your clones will not just shatter, but you will shatter the same amount of damage that your clones do to the enemy, which is nice when you do this. Stun the enemy, port Greatsword 2 and shatter, which means bounces from Mirror Blade plus mindcrack deal heavy damage, plus the enemy is stunned so he can do anything, and you will just be able to shred enemies into pieces. Now keep in mind that you just have those 16k HP, and you just saw the revenants just one-shotting me almost every time. Not every time, but twice, but that was more than enough to just ruin a game, how to say it. My team of course just played a little bit too slow. The thief could have decapped a little bit more, and the warrior should have not FK'd the last 3 minutes. But otherwise it was a close game against triple Q and double Q, and it was a fun game to play. Whew, I just got the Windows update stuff. My window was closed. So that was basically it, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I had a lot of fun playing this DPS mesmer instead of those condi cancer builds. And yeah, if you have any questions to the mesmer or to overall GW2 PvP, as always, just ask me under this video, or you can ask me in game. You will find all information that you need under the video in the video description. So that was Happy No, guys. Now you will see here 3 of my other videos, and of course you can subscribe to my channel if you don't already have done that. Thanks all for watching. I see you in my next videos. Bye bye all.